Overflows.
Something remains awake within you. The body sleeps, the heart sleeps, and mind too sleeps. But there is something that remains awake deep within. What is that? And that which remains awake within you, you are yet to be familiar with that which remains awake within you. It is you, the alertness, the awareness that remains awake within you. Everything else is false identification. Awareness is your nature, the body is your abode, the abode of awareness. The mind is your computer. Awareness is you, your very being. Awareness is the fragrance of meditation. You ask, what is my problem? The problem arises because a wave considers itself separate from the ocean. Wave is ephemeral, death-bound. Ocean is the substratum from where wave arises, where when life is guided and not controlled by the separation, immediately one is gripped by the fear of death arising. When life is guided and controlled by this separation, immediately one is gripped by the fear of death arising. Wave is ephemeral. Certainly one day wave shall vanish. A wave can see millions of waves around dissolving. A wave knows in its rise is also hidden its dissolution. This knowing is unconscious. True, a short while ago, other waves too were rising and now they are falling. So too, one day you will have to dissolve into the ocean of the existence. If wave considers itself separate from the substratum, ocean, sooner or later fear of death will grip it. The moment wave realizes the presence as ocean, the fear of death shall vanish. Wave is ephemeral. That which is ephemeral must dissolve. Ocean is the substratum. Ocean is never born, never dies. You can die, however, the life can never die. Even in your death, life will not die. Existence can never die. Existence goes on waving in myriad ways. Existence will wave through you. So too, existence will wave in others. The moment your existence as wave is scattering, at the same time another life is coming up as a wave. One wave rises, next one dissolves. Rise and fall happens, but ocean continues as substratum. Ocean is eternal. When wave feels oneness with the ocean, each fear, pain, and worry vanishes. Hidden behind pain, worry, and suffering is the fear of death. Remember, you are death-bound. You can create as many security cordons around. Nothing will ever work. Therefore, live life as an integral part of existence. The moment consciously you dissolve into the vastness of the ocean, life enters a new dimension. Also, it is important to remember, children are born through you, not from you. Parents are the passage or the seed to give birth to a child. Parents must give children their love, mind they will have of their own. But instead of love, we give our mind, condition them to be this and that. And this is where the problem arises. To explain this, I will narrate an incident. Once a few years ago, I was invited for a function at Indian High Commission here in Trinidad. My daughter, a teenager, wanted to accompany me as she wanted to go to a friend's birthday afterwards. She asked me, "What is the dress code?" I told her the function is at Indian Embassy. Naturally, everyone will be dressed in Indian apparel. It is your choice how you dress. I will not force. Whatever feels natural for you, dress. Just make sure you dress properly, not in any way indecent. Mother would have insisted her and forced us to wear Indian clothes, so she dressed in jeans and a top, looked elegant. When she reached there, she found all ladies were dressed in Indian clothes. She came to me and said, "Daddy, I am feeling embarrassed." I asked her for what. I told her, "This I told you earlier, and you decided to dress this way. Your choice. You are dressed elegant, no part is exposed, top is reaching the waistline, jeans too is elegant, no cuts either. It is not your clothes that define you. Instead, your mannerism, the way you speak, the way you carry on your conversation intelligently, all these manifest cultural values, elegance, and your response to people." Look at some of the ladies, how they are dressed in Indian garb, but their manners are not pleasant or elegant. Look, no low neck blouse, sari tied at the hip, and things like these. Now look at your mannerism and that of those. There is no need to feel embarrassed in any way. These words comforted her, and she was natural afterwards. In dealing with her, I gave her my love and thus helped her to come out of the situation the way she was, not impose my ideas. Communion continues between the seeker and Tao. Seeker, have no time to answer, will answer later. It feels like being free, but at the same time being confused, being confronted with inhibitions. And I really don't know how to handle that. But that is about my inhibitions alone. I don't want you to change anything. Please do not. Tao, okay, I am not doing anything to change you physically, but transformation requires a totally different understanding and approach to life at various levels. Dressing at physical level, your behavior patterns in dealing with people at emotional level, your intelligence in response to people's problem, etc. when asked for. Seeker, what understanding, what approach? Tao, in life one goes through childhood, teenage, adult, and so on. Understanding and approach to each stage differs. This is worldly life, and when you move to spiritual life, the way you think about life and various aspects changes. This is understanding. Normally we are bothered about what people say about you, etc. One lives in the image of others. What others think about you matters. One who is aspiring for a spiritual life lives life by his own criteria. It does not matter what people think about me or say. Such a person lives in his own image. Seeker, but if he is hurting others that way, Thou give examples. I am not here to please others. Really, no one can please all the people all the time. Seeker, not you, me. Thou, when we use the pronoun I, it refers to all, including you and others as well. I can only give my example to explain, and this is what I mean by understanding. You have to decide if you are here to please others or yourself. Seeker, do I really have to decide between both? Isn't it there a way for both? Thou, that is the conflict. Can you put one foot in a boat and next on the shore and still want to sail? You have to choose this way or that. But the world is like the ocean that you have to cross to reach the other shore. Be like a flower that grows out of mud but has transformed the qualities of mud in beauty, fragrance, and grandeur. Seeker, you root. Be like a flower that grows out of mud but has transformed the qualities. That is what I try to be or to feel like. And you help me so much, but I am not yet, and I am fine with that. Thou, I am with you in spirit, the energy in energy form you have not reached, yet your journey has begun. That is really important enough for now.